Yeah, welcome to another episode of EDTV, man. If you press play on this video, hopefully you subscribe, comment, like, ready to share the video, and hit the notification bell for whenever I upload it. It'd be nice to see if there's anybody else out there that thinks like us as in me and you. So check this out. So LeBron hit the milestone of 50,000 points, which isn't accurate because never in the NBA have I heard people combining regular season stats and playoff stats. Somebody has something to say about this, which was Mase from the It Is What It Is podcast. Check out what he had to say.
It's the championships, and there's people who won more championships than Jordan. So it's not just the rings, but it's showing up when it counts.
Well, you ain't gonna get it, cause you ain't got it.
Isn't that what makes you great? That you show up when it counts. That's why people love God, because he comes through. He's faithful. He's faithful. Is no excuse for not delivering. That's what I'm more so talking about. It's not the 50,000 points. I said it myself. If LeBron wins a championship with his son, then I could start having that conversation. Until then, I can't have that conversation until you come through, pause, when we really need you to.
Ooh, that's a bingo.
Without excuse. Him joining other people to get those rings, that definitely plays into his legacy. That would be no different than if you find out that I was buying all my cells. That plays into how we look at you, right? We can't throw that away. We can't highlight the things that you do good and turn a blind eye on the things that weren't correct.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Is that correct? Or we just, because that's what I'm talking about. You joining teams, you're moving stuff around so you can, it's like me going in a park and there's 2 7-footers and all the other kids are 5'10". And I picked the 2 7-footers and I'm playing against all of the kids 5'10", but you want me to believe that you did something? No, you were playing with, you stacked your team. You stacked your team.
Like, seriously, can we stop having this conversation? It's not a conversation. It was just laid out there just the way it should be laid out. Minus the Stephen A's, the Brian Windhorses that's justifying all of these failures and all of these things that didn't went on in this man's career, man. Okay, well, he overcame X, Y, and Z. What did he exactly overcome? Besides Delonte West smashing his mama. What other diverse things did he go through that he had to fight through when it came to his career? There's no comparison here. But people want to do it for the clickbait. You know, they find ways every day to champion this dude on First Take, on ESPN in general, when it comes to Brian. He has been great for a long time. Great longevity. All right, cool. But when you have all of these years in the game and you still haven't passed your counterparts in all of these other accolades. Yes, you passed them in years. You passed them in points. You might have passed them in rebounds. You might have passed them in assists. But what else did you accomplish? Did you dominate the league? Did you have everybody else on bended knees crawling and saying, all right, no more. That's enough. We can't win with this dude still playing. No, people go out there every year with knowing that they have a chance because even though with you still being around. That's it. There should be no more of this conversation. When other players, star players, feel that confident that they can still beat you, that's not dominance. Jordan closed that gap. Kobe had his years where he closed that gap. He went out there and fought and made sure that he made his legacy and got what he wanted out of the league. If he could have played longer, he would have. But he couldn't. His body couldn't hold up anymore. But he got what he did out of the NBA. He left it off better, passed it to LeBron, and now look where we are. Players jumping from team to team, people crying for fouls, people flopping all over the place. You know, it's just like you've opened the door to these players being quitters. And people champion that. It's mediocrity at its best, but you still got people out here that still go to bat. Oh, he's the GOAT. He's not the GOAT of anything. He was just another player that went out there, padded the stats, logged in the history books, and that's that. He got his MVPs, what, 2 or 3, maybe? Led the league in scoring one time out of 22 years, being 6'9". That should show you right there that he doesn't have a deep bag. His bag isn't deep. Jordan's bag was deep. Kobe Bryant had a bag to where they're 40, 50 point, 60 games. How are you 6'9", and these 6'6" dudes got more 40, 50, and 60 point games than you? I don't get why we got to keep having this conversation. And Mase put it right. He hit it right on the head. Some things he said, ESPN, First Take employees will not say. They're scared to say it because 9 times out of 10, they will be penalized for it, or blackballed, or try to be, or he might put them on thin ice. All right, you say one more thing about me, I'm going to pull some strings and have you got up out of there. But there was nothing wrong with what Mase said. Mase hit the nail on the head and buried this whole GOAT conversation. Take your 50,000 points, and that's that. Nobody else wants to play for that long. Nobody else is going to play for that long because the money is going to be more significant to where they don't have to play for that long. Oh, well, as long as they get their championships, they don't care. A lot of people just want that chip. They don't want all these accolades and what's good on paper. They want the championship. Simple and plain. But if you made it to the end of this video, hopefully you subscribe, comment, like, ready to share the video, hit the notification bell for whenever I upload it. It'd be nice. See if there's anybody else out there that thinks like us as in me and you. Shout out to Mase, man. And with that being said, good day.